The Ol Pejeta Conservancy. In the Laikipia County of central Kenya, there is a 360 square kilometers non-profit wildlife conservancy termed the Ol Pejeta Conservancy. West of Nanyuki, between the foothills of the Aberdares and Mount Kenya, it is located on the equator. The Ol Pejeta Conservancy strives to protect wildlife, offer a grade A refuge, and make money from wildlife tourism and related businesses to reinvest in conservation and local development. With the largest black rhino refuge in East Africa, the Conservancy celebrated a population milestone of 100 black rhinos in 2013. The two last northern white rhinoceroses, which were relocated from the DVR Kralove Zoo in the Czech Republic, are also housed there. This area is also home to the Sweetwaters Chimpanzee Sanctuary, which offers refuge to rescued, abandoned, and orphaned chimpanzees. Chimpanzees can only be seen there and nowhere else in Kenya. The Conservancy is a well-liked safari destination because it is home to the big five game animals as well as a wide variety of other African creatures. Additionally, it runs a fruitful livestock program that benefits the local pastoralists and wildlife. Ol Pejeta offers financing to neighboring communities through the Conservancy's Community Development Initiative to support health, education, water, and infrastructure projects. They also promote the development of locally based conservation tourism businesses as well as the provision of agriculture and livestock extension services. The Laikipia Plateau served as a significant cattle ranching region during the colonial era. Cattle ranching was considered to be the next best method to utilize the area because crop cultivation was not possible due to a lack of rainfall. Wildlife was once thought to be of little or no benefit to landowners. In 1949, when Ol Pejeta was still owned by Lord Delamere, John and Jane Kenyon took over management. Over the next 15 years, they worked together to expand the ranch. Marcus Wickham Boynton, a classmate and co-worker of Delamere's, joined the Kenyans when they first took on Ol Pejeta. Together, they turned the ranch, which at the time covered 230 square kilometers, into a prosperous beef-producing enterprise. They increased the size of the farm over the following few years to approximately 360 square kilometers. In 1958, the Kenyans spent a year away from Ol Pejeta before coming back for another 10 years. They then decided to retire and start their own cattle ranch in the north. Since then, a variety of people, including Marcus, have owned the property. Cattle ranching started to lose money over time. Elephant populations began making the ranch their permanent home after they previously used it as a stopover point on their way from the north to Mount Kenya and the Aberdares. The fences needed to maximize cow productivity were demolished as a result, making their cost-effective maintenance impossible. There has been an increasing emphasis on wildlife conservation due to the decline in wildlife populations elsewhere and the need to use the land efficiently. Lonro Africa, a previous owner of Ol Pejeta, established the Sweetwaters Game Reserve in 1988. Since it was initially established as a refuge for the critically endangered black rhinoceros, wildlife populations including the Big Five have progressively increased. With funding from the Arcus Foundation, a privately run, global philanthropic organization established by John Stryker, the ranch and the surrounding area were acquired by the UK-based conservation group Fauna and Flora International in 2004. A $15 million grant from the Arcus Foundation, which collaborated with FFI and the Lewa Wildlife Conservancy to secure the 360 square kilometers of open savanna grassland and turn it into a national land trust, was used to pay for the entire land purchase. Primarily started as a sanctuary for the endangered black rhino wildlife populations, the Ol Pejeta Conservancy was able to carry out its business strategy as a Kenyan-owned enterprise that benefited local community development and economic growth in addition to its impact on conservation, including the Big Five, have steadily increased since that time. Elephant and rhino populations are declining across all of Africa as a result of poaching and habitat destruction. Since the sale in rhino horn and ivory is so profitable, poachers are rapidly acquiring access to automatic firearms, silencers, and night vision equipment to further their criminal activities. It costs money to defend wildlife from these offenders. According to conventional wisdom, the cost of protecting a natural habitat doubles when black rhinos are present. Ol Pejeta Conservancy have a number of security and anti-poaching measures such as use of dogs, drones, fence and armed teams. Ol Pejeta is a well-liked safari location for both locals and foreign tourists. The Conservancy offers 7 different lodging options: Kicheche Laikipia Camp, Sweetwaters Tented Camp, Ol Pejeta House, Ol Pejeta Bush Camp, Porini Rhino Camp, Pelican House, and private campsites. Activities at Ol Pejeta include visits to the chimpanzee sanctuary, the endangered species enclosure, where the northern white rhinos are housed, lion tracking, nocturnal game drives, and guided bushwalks are among the available activities. At the front gate, maps of the conservancy are available for purchase. There is a research center as well, where individuals or groups can stay while conducting research on the flora and wildlife of the conservancy.